Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. My name is NerdyNorwegian and today I'm very lucky to have a visitor in the studio. We worked together before on the Games of Norway live stream where he was one of the producers and I was one of the hosts. But today he's Andreas from Rain Games. Welcome to the studio.
I am indeed. Thank you so much.
So for those who don't know, who are you?
Well, my name is Andreas. I am a recent hire at Rain Games and have had the great pleasure of writing dialogue for our upcoming game, KnuckleJet.
Very exciting. We're going to play through the demo, and since I'm a part-time voice actor, I'm going to try to give some of these characters voices, which will be interesting. But before we jump into that, just want to ask you, how did you get to, now you're a part of Rain Games, being a writer, but where did your journey start?
Well, with regards to games, I actually started out in the games press here in Norway.
Yeah.
I was a staff writer at gamer.no for a good 2 years and decided that I wanted to jump the fence.
Yes.
And that has been a really interesting process for me.
Yeah, and how has that been going from... Because you write about games, but you're also writing about game developers and some of the politics and everything's going behind the scenes. How has it been going from that to being in the games industry yourself?
Well, I come mostly from an academic background, having a master's in cultural studies from the University of Bergen. And so my primary area of interest was really in games as a sort of a narrative form,
yeah,
and as a cultural phenomenon.
Yeah.
So I preferred writing features and doing interviews and sort of reporting from events,
yeah,
primarily. And reviewing games always felt really awkward to me.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mostly because games journalism is in this sort of interesting cross-section between consumer advocacy and, like going down the checklist.
Yeah.
And, speaking about, like this aspect of the game as opposed to that one.
Yeah.
And art criticism.
Yeah.
And I think you've had some experience with that yourself as well.
Absolutely, I find it very fascinating because I'm in one way on the other side of the fence because I enjoy reviewing games, but I sometimes find it difficult to call myself a journalist because I'm reviewing games from the consumer's perspective, and that's not really I don't feel like I'm doing the journalistic process when I'm reviewing a game. As you say, I'm talking about art, and finding that balance and. What is a game reviewer? I do enjoy the word enthusiast press, where it's I'm talking about something that I personally enjoy. It's not but it's a difficult balance. And as you said, you're a gaming journalist. What does that mean? What are you talking about? Are you talking about this game has this many players, this aspect ratio on these platforms, or is it this made me feel something, or is it this gaming company or developer publisher did this? There's so many aspects if you just throw into one bucket called gaming journalist, which can be a difficult thing to navigate.
Yeah, and with all the actors in the space as well, I think that some may be considered blogs, while others are something akin to legacy media.
Yeah.
And then you have influencers throwing a spanner into the works, so to speak, and
yes.
Creating whole new standards of how it is you engage with both the audience and commercial actors in the space.
Yeah, and then you have the bigger actors trying to get their journalists to be semi-influencers to follow the market, but still trying to do it within the model of the old legacy media way, which is fascinating.
Yeah, you see it everywhere.
Yeah.
From large actors within the games journalism space internationally and also nationally.
Yeah.
With Norwegian legacy media.
Yeah, absolutely. So you jumped the fence and then you became a game developer and you landed at Rain Games.
I did indeed.
Yes.
I was very lucky in that I had a connection to the community surrounding Rain Games already.
Yeah.
And had been playing their games for a number of years. One of the first events I did as a games journalist, actually, was covering Teslagrad 2 with my former boss, Kenneth Flage, whom you know.
Yes.
And so Tesselgrad 2 in particular, I really, really connected with.
Yeah.
I thought that its particular brand of nonverbal storytelling was really special.
Yeah.
And that they sort of perfected the form that they introduced with the first game.
Wow.
I keep saying they.
Well, yeah. But does it feel like you're talking about it? Like, does it feel like, because you're now working in Rain, who made these games, but does it feel like you're working with those people, or does it feel like kind of like that they did that in the past and now I'm working for someone else? Or how does it feel being a part of that team?
It's funny you should ask, because I mean, a lot of with the Rain Games community, a lot of these developers that have been with Rain over the years have sort of gained this sort of legendary status as online personas, so to speak. You know, so like when my colleague Ollie tweets something, it sort of becomes canon. Don't hold me to that.
Yeah.
But I just think stuff like that is really interesting.
Yeah.
Because having gone from being a fan to being in the office and speaking to my colleagues, not merely passing them in the hallway, but actually like sitting down with them and sort of hammering this stuff out and making connections to prior games and really trying to hone in on what is the voice of this character.
Yeah.
Has been extraordinary.
It sounds like a great journey, and maybe like realizing that responsibility of like you're handling these characters in that universe and working with these people. It sounds like very fascinating work.
And it has been.
Yeah.
It truly has been. When I got into stories as such, in depth.
Yeah.
It was again mostly from the perspective of analysis and narratology, so to speak, and sort of figuring out what makes a story tick. And I have a very different way of working than say Ollie.
Yeah.
And so I'm just learning so much.
Yeah.
And I feel really privileged.
Well, I think they're really privileged to have you. But now we've talked about your work. Shall we actually take a look at your work?
Let's.
So, as some of you might know or might not know, the KnuckleJet demo is live on Steam. And we're going to try and play through it. And the thing I want to do is I want you to tell us about these characters. And I'll try to give these characters some voices. And that might go well, that might be cringe-worthy, but we'll see how it goes. So, we're gonna do a new game. I'm guessing you've played the demo yourself?
I have indeed, very many times.
Yes. Do you still enjoy playing the demo?
Yeah, I really enjoy the game.
Right. So, we're in the first screen, we're meeting our first characters. Can you tell me about this cast of characters?
Well, we've got generic Orphan Boy 1.
Yes.
No, I'm joking. Well, this orphanage has a cast of characters that we may recognize from World to the West.
Right.
Primary one being Anastasia, of course.
Yes.
Who was introduced to us as a minor antagonist in one of Rain Games' other games. And the primary antagonist of that game was Tycoon, who makes his triumphant return on top of a tonk.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Okay, and tell us a little bit more about Anastasia for the people who might not know her.
Yeah. Anastasia has had a bit of a redemption arc that was clear to players of World to the West, in that she is a former henchwoman of Tycoon himself.
So these are former co-workers, or he was her boss.
Yeah.
And now they don't seem so friendly anymore.
No, doesn't seem like it. No. So Tycoon over here, Anastasia was more or less his lackey, and is trying to distance herself and turn over a new leaf with running this orphanage in the middle of Jägerstadt, which is one of several cities in Motorland, which is one of the large land areas that has been established in the former games.
Okay, and now, as I said, I'm going to try to make voices. Good thing for me, the first character is a girl. So I'm going to ask you some pointers. For Anastasia, I'm not going to ask that many voice pointers because it's going to be bad either way. But is she feisty? Is she calm? Is she how is she as a character?
She is an assertive hothead.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. This is going to be a very misfitting voice. I'm sorry, but I didn't bring any women with me today. I'm sorry. Okay. Beat it, Tycoon! Okay, then there's Tycoon. Well, how should he sound? Describe Tycoon.
He is a pompous goon.
Yes. Is he smart? Is he kind of stupid? Does he think he's smart? But how would you say he's like? Is he sophisticated? Is he kind of dumb? Is he?
Oh, he is not sophisticated at all, I should say. He puts on the air of being a sophisticate.
Right. He wants to be smart. He's not.
Yeah.
Does he have a deep voice, think, or should he be funny, or should he actually be intimidating?
I will leave it up to you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Tycoon. That's it. Anastasia, my dear, it's been too long. How's my favorite henchwoman?
I was doing better till I saw your ugly mug. Now push off before I really lose my temper.
Oh, stop it with the charity act. An orphanage? Really? I never imagined you could be so dull. Old Mayor Dunkelstrasse finally kicked the bucket. Now quit this frivolous pursuit and help me take over.
I'd rather a potted plant run this town than you. Leave, or I will hurt you.
Ho, ho, ho. Feisty as ever. Oh, kidnapping it is. Better change your tack if you want your orphans back. And then that wonderful dance. Yeah, and that's our first scene.
That is our first scene indeed. As you can tell, this is very Saturday morning cartoon coded.
Yes.
That's the tone that we've gone for with this one.
Yeah. Which makes it very fun for me because it's very, you understand like the archetypes of these characters, like where they're coming from. Okay, and now we're in the, but okay, I'm gonna play through the demo poorly. Talk me through this first scene. How did you, I'm guessing, did you write this? Did you write this with someone else? And how was that process?
Well, I got into the project quite late in the game.
Yeah.
Both literally and figuratively.
Yeah.
And so there was a draft of this scene that already existed when I was involved. But I have sort of had the opportunity to create my own draft and sort of hammer out the details as to how I want the scene to go.
Right. So is it, would you say this scene has been heavily changed since you got involved, or just tweaking bits here and there?
Well, I think that the opening scene itself was more or less ready when I got involved with the project.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's probably later in the game. Would you say it's in the demo, or did you do it later?
Yeah,
like,
it's all in the demo.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like the actual dialogue in the opening scene is mine.
Yeah, okay.
But the structure of the scene was set.
They had the map,
Yeah.
you would say, but you added the flavor and the personality, maybe, or like cool. How has working with, because these are all, as you mentioned, established characters in this Tesla Glad World to the West universe. How has it been trying to like working? Because every writer has a voice. How has it been writing this with your voice while still trying to keep this within like the same tone as the other games?
it has been a really interesting process for me. I sort of got involved with Rain to begin with, having worked with Peter on the tabletop role-playing game.
Right. Yes.
That he has been developing for the Tesselgrad setting.
Yeah.
You know, the world of Chroma, as it were. And so the setting, really just the vibe in the game is more sort of moody.
Yeah.
You know, in the tabletop role-playing game, because we're, you know, like we've play tested some stuff with regards to that. That's set in Wormheim, where, you know, as people will know from Tesselgrad 2, it's very sort of dark and dank and, you know, like these misty woods.
Yeah.
You know, and sort of Norse influence. And so that's sort of how I got my start writing for the universe.
Yeah.
And
then you jumped to this.
And then I jumped to this, which has been wild.
Yeah.
So the dialogue here is much more something akin to, say, World to the West, or you know, the sort of the cheeky humor of this, and the character names that people will know from Mesmer, where it's mostly puns.
Yeah.
You know, and the next character that we're meeting here, Lettergons, he is the master of puns.
So should we get to Lettergons then and talk about him?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Who is Lettergons?
Well, as he is sure to tell us, he is Anastasia's successor and superior.
Okay. The improvement in his eyes, at
least.
Yes.
Yeah.
Is he? These bad guys seems like they think they know what they're doing. Does this guy know what he's doing, or is he stupid?
Well, I mean, he's gonna really he's going to discover his mettle, as it were, when he goes up against Anastasia, and I'm willing to bet it won't be the last time that they meet.
Would you say you have some experience in knowing if he comes back or not? Okay, but Lettergons.
Spoilers.
I didn't say anything. Okay, and we see I'm noticing he has quite a big nose and a beautiful mustache. That makes me want to give him quite of a nasally voice. So let's see. Lettergons. Some of these names might sound a bit German-y.
Yes.
Are you thinking these characters are from, like, would any of them have like a German-ish accent, or would you just say no, that's just the name inspiration or like the universe inspiration? They're not Germans.
Again, I'm just excited about what voice you're going to give him, so I'm going to leave it up to you. But Motorland itself, because this universe has been developed by complete nerds, is sort of mildly Holy Roman Empire influenced. You know, so like with a bunch of little quarreling city-states and stuff. And so you know.
We'll see what happens.
Could be German.
Could be German. Could not be German. Could be just a weird guy with a helmet. Okay, let's see what happens.
Anastasia, the early bird gets the worm. Who's this clown? Why, I'm the gear-footed gander, the goose that's got all the gravy. Whatever you say, guy. I'm your successor and superior, Tycoon's new right-hand man. I am Leadergons.
Okay. You really make it come alive.
Oh, thank you. I'm enjoying it. Well, the dialogue makes it easy. Now, I'm lucky because as someone who's followed the channel knows, I already played this demo with Peter from Rain, and there I almost died in this boss, so now I know what to do.
Indeed.
And Leadergons was not happy.
Oh, not the face! These are prescription sunglasses. You goose, you lose. Mark my words, Anastasia, I will return. You will rue the day you cross the puffin of pain.
Mission complete. Yay! Wonderful. Okay, and it's back to the base, the main base, the hideout, the headquarters.
Yes.
And who are we meeting now?
Well, this is a character players of World of the West is sure to know.
Yes.
This is Knaus. Also, fun fact, loosely based on a character from the first game that Rain ever worked on that was never released.
Really?
Cogboy from Minute Mayhem.
Oh, cool. So he's another character that we've known, but he's evolved since we last saw him.
Yes, he is older. And what I've been thinking a lot about with working with and writing for Knaus is that, man, oh man, has Knaus's life been hard.
Right. Yeah.
We have there was a short comic, a sort of promotional comic written for the release of World of the West. That was called Motorland Tales.
Yeah.
That sort of details his background, and how he got to the World of the West. And having returned now to Motorland, where he's from, still in an orphanage.
Yeah.
No real family to speak of, apparently.
Yeah.
He's lucky to have, someone around him with the big sister energy of Anastasia.
Yeah.
But poor old Knaus he has had a life and a half for being, I don't know, 13 years old at the max.
And would you say he's a character who you can notice he's been through a lot, or does he keep his positivity and that kind of childness despite all the challenges?
Well, I mean, look at him.
He seems like a happy little boy.
Yeah. But I don't think we have seen all that there is to Knaus yet.
Exciting. Okay, let's see what kind of voice he has. I don't even know before I try, so... Anastasia, you're back! Knaus, what a relief! Did any of the others make it? I don't know. I was in the little boy's room. We have to find them! My second-rate replacement might have given us a lead, but he scampered off. Where could that mediocre mallard have flown off to? Is that him right there? He's pretty hard to miss. War room. All right, we have a base of operations. We have a plan. I used crayons. You sure did. Check out the map, and we'll get going. Leader Gons won't know what hit him. And that's the first part of the demo.
It is indeed.
Wonderful. And
thank you for taking us through it.
Well, thank you for letting us meet all these characters. So, if you want to play this demo yourself, as you should know by now, it's out on Steam, and it's been receiving updates every once in a while as well.
It has indeed.
Yes.
Yes.
Look forward to the game. And again, if you're interested in these characters, this universe has existed in Teslagrad 1 and 2, in Mesmer, and in World of the West. So if you're interested in the universe before the game comes out, check out those games.
Yeah.
Andreas, thank you so much for taking the time to be here today.
Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you for watching. See you later.